The spirit of scouting embodies the fine principles of the Scout oath and law. It becomes a shining beacon of inspiration. Alone, this light may be feeble, but when multiplied by the more than 2.5 million scouts, it can become powerful indeed. After Boy has entered scouting, the Scout law he has promised to obey is put into effect as the occasion may demand. And so, one by one, using the flame from the spirit of scouting, we light the symbols that stand for the parts of the law. There are 12 parts, all important and all meaningful. Each is an important foundation stone in the building of strong character.
A scout is trustworthy. He tells the truth, keeps his promises. Honesty is part of his code of conduct. People can depend upon him.
A scout is loyal. He is true to his family, his scout leaders, friends, school, and nation.
A scout is helpful. He is concerned about other people. He does things willingly for others without pay or reward.
Technical difficulty. A scout is friendly. He is a friend to all. He is a brother to his other scouts. He seeks to understand others. He respects those with ideas and customs other than his own.
A scout is courteous. He is polite to everyone, regardless of age or position. He knows good manners make it easier for people to get along together.
The scout is kind. He understands there is strength in being gentle. He treats others as he wants to be treated. He does not hurt or kill harmless things without reason.
A scout is obedient. He follows the rules of his family, school, and troop. He obeys the laws of his community and country.
You're okay, bud. Did we mention scouting often deals with teamwork in difficult situations? A scout is brave. He can face danger even if he is afraid. He has courage to stand for what he thinks is right, even if others laugh or threaten him.
Scout is thrifty. He works to pay his way and to help others. He saves for unforeseen needs. He protects and conserves natural resources. He carefully uses time and property.
A scout is cheerful. He looks for the bright side of things. He carefully does tasks that come his way. He tries to make others happy.
A scout is clean. He keeps his body and mind fit and clean. He goes around with those who believe in living by these same ideals. He helps keep his home and community clean.
A scout is reverent. He is reverent toward God. He is faithful in his religious duties. He respects the beliefs of others. Good job.
And finally, in the 3 parts of the Scout Oath, He promises upon his honor to do his best to do his duty, first to God and his country. Second, to other people by helping them at all times. And third, to himself by keeping himself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. You see how the light from this spirit of scouting is now beginning to grow and become brighter.
Now, far away, loom the hazy outlines of Eagle Summit, flanked by the lesser peaks that represent the star and life ranks. Yes, to the newcomer, they're a long way ahead, but they'll come a lot closer as this light from the spirit of scouting continues to spread.
It all starts with the first badge every scout earns, the scout rank. Earning this rank means you have learned and promised to live by the scout law, oath, motto, and slogan.
Next is Tenderfoot. He has learned some basic first aid skills, how to tie knots, and has improved his physical fitness, and so the Tenderfoot symbol is lit.
Once inspired by the spirit of scouting, he won't stay tenderfoot long. Putting a few simple achievements behind him, he very shortly climbs to the rank of second-class scout.
And then, even though the requirements stiffen a bit, he keeps climbing until finally comes the day when he tops the first summit along the Eagle Trail, where he receives his first class award. Thus, we light the milestone that represents the first-class scout, but he must not stop here, because beyond this first summit, the Eagle Trail leads on.
A broad field of merit badges awaits him. He needs but a total of 6 to conquer the Star Scout Summit. Probably a lot sooner than he thought possible, he finds himself standing on Star Ridge. Thus, through leadership and achievement, he conquers the first of the 3 great peaks along the Eagle Trail. Now we light the symbol that designates Star Scout.
Gaining the next summit, the Life Scout Peak, is not easy. He must show leadership, provide service, and work hard. Also, additional merit badges must be earned. The higher the scout climbs, the smaller becomes the crowd. Yet there are no impossible barriers along the way. This Life Scout goal can be achieved, but it takes real effort. We now light the symbol for this achievement.
While the rank of Life Scout is a much coveted one and deserving of extreme credit, the Eagle Trail does not end there. It still leads on and on. Towards the summit, its pathway narrows and steepens considerably as it winds along narrow ledges. Mile by mile, it becomes tougher and more trying. Many things have to be done in order to conquer these last miles. Before the highest summit along the Eagle Trail can be attained, many additional merit badges are needed, some of them pretty tough, and in the meantime, leadership and service to others is not forgotten. Only those with the greatest amount of persistence and courage are able to gain the thrill of victory that comes while looking down the trail from the very top of the Eagle Summit. In a moment, our newest Eagle Scout will light the symbol that stands for Scouting's highest award, the Eagle Scout.
Thank you, Chris and Ben. Please take your seats. Jake, will you please come forward, stand in the middle. In 1909, Chicago publisher William D. Boyce was visiting London. He became lost in a foggy street when a young boy came to his aid, guiding him to his destination. Once there, Boyce offered the boy a tip for his help, which was refused. The boy explained that he was a Boy Scout and was merely doing his daily good turn. Impressed with the boy's service, Boyce met with staff at the Boy Scouts headquarters in London and was inspired by his experience. Upon his return to the United States, he officially incorporated the Boy Scouts of America on February 8, 1910. 1 year later, in 1911, the Boy Scouts of America chose the eagle to symbolize the very highest in scouting. Through all of its history, it has been the symbol of man's best. Now the eagle is the symbol of scouting's best. Jake, in a moment, we will confer upon you the award of Eagle Scout. However, I'm sure you will agree there are some special persons that should be accorded the privilege of standing beside you during this time. And so I ask your parents, James and Karen, to please join you. We also ask your uncle, Jimmy, a fellow Eagle Scout, to join you and be the presenter and conduct the Eagle Scout charge and promise. Oh, not yet. Put that down. No, Jimmy, you're fine. I'm talking to Jake. Jake, put that down. Yeah. You're jumping ahead. There you go. All right. Jimmy, would you please present the Eagle Scout Award with 2 palms to Jake's mother so that she may have the honor of awarding it to him? Jake, as your mother pins the Eagle Scout medal to your shirt, I want to share with you the 5 obligations of being an Eagle Scout. The first obligation of the Eagle Scout is to live honorably, not only because honor is important, but because of the vital significance of the example it sets for other scouts. Living honorably reflects credit on your home, your place of worship, your troop, and your community. May the white of the Eagle badge remind you to always live with honor. The second obligation of an Eagle Scout is loyalty. A scout is true to their church, family, scout leaders, friends, school, and nation. Their loyalty to their troop and fellow scouts makes them pitch in and carry the share of the load. All of these help to build loyalty in the troop, which means devotion to community, to country, to one's own ideals, and to God, and to let the blue of the Eagle badge always inspire your loyalty. The third obligation of an Eagle Scout is to be courageous. Courage has always been a quality by which individuals measure themselves and others. To a scout, bravery means not only the courage to face physical danger, but the determination to stand up for what is right. Trusting in God with faith in their Creator and fellow man, Eagle Scouts look forward to each day, seeking their share of the world's work to do, and let the red of the Eagle badge remind you to always have courage. The fourth obligation of an Eagle Scout is to be cheerful. To remind an Eagle Scout always to wear a smile, the red, white, and blue ribbon is attached to the scroll of the second-class Scout Award, which has its ends turned up in a smile. The final obligation of an Eagle Scout is service. The Eagle Scout extends a helping hand to those who still toil up scouting's trail. Just as others have helped you climb climb the trail to Eagle, the performance of the daily good turn takes on a new meaning when you enter into an adult life of continued service to others. The Eagle stands as a protector of the weak and the helpless. They aid and comfort the unfortunate and the oppressed. They uphold the rights of others while defending their own, and they will always be prepared to put forth their best. You deserve much credit for having achieved scouting's highest award. Wear your award with humility, ever mindful that the Eagle Scout is looked up to as an example. May the Scout Oath and the Scout Law be your guide for tomorrow and the days that come. Congratulations on your achievement. At this time, please light the Eagle Scout candle. Congratulations, Jake, on being Troop 127's newest Eagle Scout. Jake, no one will ever know the unnumbered acts of self-sacrifice and helplessness from the mother of an Eagle Scout, and so which have led us to this day as the symbol of what your mother has made possible. The court now asks that you present to your mother a miniature eagle pin. Jake, your dad has stood by you over the years and has offered his encouragement, guidance, and assistance. As the symbol of what he has contributed to your attainment of this award, the court now asks that you present to your father a miniature eagle pin. And you can give your mama a hug. James and Karen, you may be seated. We now ask that Jake's siblings, Ethan and Eve, come forward to present the Eagle Scout neckerchief and slide. As you remove the neckerchief and slide he is wearing and replace it with the Eagle Scout neckerchief and slide, Jake, I encourage you to be mindful that one of the privileges of being an Eagle Scout is wearing the red, white, and blue neckerchief. Wear it with pride at all future Scout functions to show that you are an Eagle Scout. Thank you, Ethan and Eve. Take a picture real quick. Do a picture. Or have a seat, whatever works. At this time, your Uncle Jimmy. Oh, what's that? Applause wasn't in the script. We'll be all right. But at this time, we invite your Uncle Jimmy, a fellow Eagle Scout, to conduct the Eagle Scout charge and promise. Will you face your uncle?
I charge you, Jake, to undertake your citizenship with a solemn dedication. Be a leader, but lead only toward the best. Lift up every task you do and every office you hold to the high level of service to God and to your fellow man. So live and serve that those who know you will be inspired to finer living. We have too many who use their strength and their brains to exploit others and to gain selfish ends. I charge you to be among those who dedicate their skills and ability to the common good. Build America on the solid foundation of clean living, honest work, unselfish citizenship, and reverence for God. And whatever others may do, you will leave behind a record of which every other Scout may be justly proud. Jake, you will now rededicate yourself by repeating the Scout oath. Repeat it slowly as you stand before the 3 lighted candles representing the 3 parts of the Scout oath. Resolve to demonstrate the perseverance that has brought you this far.
My best, do my duty, God and my country, today is Scout Oath. helping at all times keep myself too strong, mentally weighted, and strength.
I would now like to ask all Eagle Scouts to stand and join Jake in reciting the Eagle Scout Promise. Please make the Scout sign and repeat after me. I reaffirm my allegiance
I reaffirm my allegiance
to the three promises of the Scout Oath.
to the three promises of the Scout Oath.
I thoughtfully recognize
I thoughtfully recognize
and take upon myself
and take upon myself
the obligations and responsibilities
the obligations and responsibilities
of an Eagle Scout.
of an Eagle Scout.
On my honor, I will do my best
On my honor, I will do my best
to make my training an example,
to make my training an example,
my rank and my influence
my rank and my influence
count strongly for better scouting
count strongly for better scouting
and for better citizenship
and for better citizenship
in my troop
in my troop
and in my community
and in my community
and in my contacts with other people.
and in my contacts with other people.
To this I pledge my sacred honor.
To this, I pledge my sacred honor. Thank you, Jimmy and Jake. You may take a seat real quick. I now invite Mr. Jim Murphy from the Marine Corps League to come forward to present the Marine Corps League's Good Citizenship Award.
You'll have to excuse me, but coming back from a total knee replacement does have put a load on you and can very quickly wear you out. Good evening. I'm James Murphy, Scouting Coordinator for the Marine Corps League Detachment 1373, serving the Central Georgia communities. Thank you for allowing me to participate in this court of honor. I am here today to present Jacob Michael Chadwick with the Marine Corps League's Eagle Scout Good Citizenship Award and the United States Marine Corps Commandant's Eagle Scout Certificate of Commendation. But before I proceed with today's formal presentation, I, as an Eagle Scout who this November actually, celebrated his 61st year as an Eagle Scout, giving credence to the phrase, once an Eagle, always an Eagle, would like to first address the troop. I would like to commend the leadership of Troop 127 for the effort they put forth every day in training and guiding the young men that have been entrusted to them by the parents of this community and for leading them to the Eagle Trail. Eagle Scouts of Troop 127, I challenge you, for as long as you remain in scouting, to continue mentoring and setting the example for these young men who have been entrusted to you by the troop's leadership. And to the young scouts of Troop 127, and especially to the Life Scouts I see in the audience this evening, I encourage you to stay with scouting and continue to create the very cornerstone of the foundation upon which you will build the rest of your life. I encourage you to seek out the Eagle Trail because the Eagle is the key that will in the future unlock numerous doors and opportunities that will ensure you are successful in achieving your life's goals. Do not let anything such as sports activities or adverse peer pressure discourage or distract you from becoming an Eagle Scout. And the parents, I encourage you to support and motivate your sons and now your daughters in their efforts to achieve the goals of scouting. As I stated previously, I'm here tonight to present two awards to Jacob Chadwick, Marine Corps League's Eagle Scout Good Citizenship Award and the Marine Corps Commandant's Eagle Scout Certificate of Commendation. These awards are presented to Eagle Scouts in recognition of their many years of dedicated effort and successful completion of a long process that started when they first became a Boy Scout. Scouting in of itself is a demonstration of how people working together can truly help mold a young man's character, and in now young lady's character, with a solid sense of leadership, citizenship, and responsibility. The Eagle Trail has not been an easy one, for less than 7% of all scouts achieve the rank of Eagle Scout. Jacob, when you first became a Boy Scout, you made the choice to better yourself and build a foundation for a strong life. The life lessons you have learned in scouting will now guide you along whatever path you choose to follow. Eagle Scout Jacob Chadwick has proven his ability to be a leader with a passion for achievement and has demonstrated those principles upon which this great country was founded. Jacob, like a member of the armed forces, a police officer, or a firefighter, has taken an oath, followed a set of laws, and lived by a motto. These servants of the community all dedicate themselves to protect and serve and make a difference within their communities, their states, and their country. Like them, Jacob, you have acquired the tools needed to be a responsible and conscientious citizen, one who would gladly advance the goals of the group before his own personal needs. Congratulations as you join the ranks of other great Eagle Scouts, such as Neil Armstrong, the first man on the moon, Sonny Carter, our own Georgia-born astronaut, James Lovell, astronaut and former president of the National Eagle Scout Association, Georgia Senator Sam Nunn, former president of the United States Gerald Ford, founder of Walmart and Sam's Club Sam Walton, Medal of Honor recipient Marine Corps Colonel Mitchell Page, General Robert L. Scott, our own homegrown World War II hero, Guy Buford, the first African-American astronaut in space, Georgia's own Congressman Sanford Bishop, Ernest Green, African-American civil rights activist and recipient of the Congressional Gold Medal, and a whole list of other great Americans that is just too long to mention here. Remember, Jacob, as you move forward on your life's journey, always display the traits and principles you have mastered while in scouting and continue to be a productive citizen. Hold your head high and always be proud that you're an Eagle Scout. Jacob, will you please come forward and join me on the podium? Stand to the side. Today, it is a great honor and a privilege for me to present Eagle Scout Jacob Chadwick with the Marine Corps League Eagle Scout Good Citizenship Award and the United States Marine Corps Commandant's Certificate of Commendation. That's the Certificate of Commendation, and that's the Eagle Scout. I think I'm here on the podium for you. Stand by. In addition to the presentation of the Good Citizenship Certificate, I would also like to present you with the Marine Corps League's Eagle Scout Challenge Coin. The Challenge Coin has an honored tradition in military circles. It started as a social token at NCO and officers' clubs and veterans organizations, where a member of the group would challenge other members of that group to present their personal tokens. The individual presenting the token with the least value or the individual with no token that would then be required to buy a round of drinks for that group. Eventually, that social token transitioned into a symbol of pride in the owner's unit and service. It is based upon this pride of service that the Marine Corps League has developed the Eagle Scout Challenge Coin. It is our hope that this coin will serve as a reminder of the obstacles that you overcame in order to complete the requirements for becoming an Eagle Scout, and that it will serve as an inspiration when you come up against future challenges that will present themselves during the pursuit of your life goals. After 61 years as an Eagle Scout, I do not remember my knots, the merit badges that I earned, or all the camping trips that I participated in. But what I do remember is the self-confidence that being an Eagle Scout gave me and how it helped me to meet multiple challenges, such as becoming a self-trained ASE certified automotive technician in my early 20s, a United States Marine at 27 years old, completing my associate's and bachelor's degree, and becoming an Air Force commissioned officer at 32 years old. It is that self-confidence that being an Eagle Scout gave me and allowed me to face and overcome these challenges. Look at this coin when you face your challenges and know that you have within yourself the confidence and the ability to overcome all your future challenges. This time, I'd also like to present you with your first challenge, that at some time in your future, you apply the skills that you have learned while following your Eagle Trail and become a mentor to another young Boy Scout and encourage him to also become an Eagle Scout. Good luck with your future endeavors. Keep this coin close. You don't have to carry it with you every day. But you are going to come up against challenges. Some of those challenges are going to make you question whether or not you are good enough to achieve them. Look at that coin. Remember what you had to do to become an Eagle Scout and know that it's within you to overcome all of those challenges. Congratulations. You can rejoin your parents. Today's ceremony is not just a culmination of your youthful years as a Boy Scout, but it is also your first step into adulthood. The achievement for which you are being recognized today is not the end of a phase of your life, but rather is the beginning of everything that lies before you. These certificates that you receive today are not just pieces of paper to be filed away as youthful trophies, soon to be forgotten. They are a recognition of your character and abilities and should be viewed for the rest of your life with pride and self-confidence. Your status as an Eagle Scout is something that the world around you will recognize and respect. Whether you are filling out a college application, a job application, or a resume, being able to list being an Eagle Scout as one of your accomplishments will cause people to view you with a greater sense of trust and confidence. What you have earned here today is going to open doors for you for the rest of your life. So once again, always be proud that you are an Eagle Scout and never lose sight of what you have accomplished here today. In closing, let me say this. Jacob, from this day forth, your eagle will be sitting upon your shoulder, serving to guide you and to counsel you. If you are true to yourself and true to your eagle, you will be successful in accomplishing all of your life goals. Congratulations on becoming an Eagle Scout.
Thank you, Mr. Murphy, for coming and for coming so close to surgery. It's an honor to always have you here and to have you be a part of our ceremony. I now invite Mr. Bill Sealer, longtime Assistant Scoutmaster for Troop 127, to come forward and to present an award.
This is acoustic. I'd like to borrow one from the jacket. But they were talking about rifles and stuff like that. This is my acoustic. Everything like it. This is one of it. Now, what happens is that the chiefs of the different tribes would finally realize that they were losing a lot of young men. And so what they did is they came up with a system to be able to, what they call count food, and receive an eagle from that food. What they would do is they would go out and they would touch, and then record his TV, they would come back, and if he was good enough for it, and he got in front of the council chiefs and the council party, and actually was able to orientate the coup that he had gotten, and they thought was worthy of that because he had to order. He was worthy. He would be able to receive a coup. Now you've seen many Indian, Native Americans on TV. You've seen each one of those in that headpiece was a coup bed. We just didn't pick it up out of the ground. We didn't follow. he was given. So, so one thing about this is that I've found too many times. I know a lot of our adult volunteers have too. But I would like to have Jake Chadwick come up. I would like to, you've found many things before, but this is my award to you. For the two that you have come across and done. But it has something valuable, I think. You read that?
They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength from Mount up with wings as eagles. Isaiah 40:30.
I think I'm the oldest person. You're never too old to learn something new. And I've learned in the past couple of weeks what the Native American Indians thought about the eagle. They thought that the eagle would be able to fly so high that they could look out and see the face of God. They believed.
Thank you, Mr. Bill. Jake, it is customary to choose a person or persons in your life that you feel have had the most impact on your scouting career and to present them with an Eagle Scout mentor pin. And so we now turn this time over to you to present your pins and to say any words that you would like to. You can do it up here or down there, your choice. Well, you told me 6, so yeah, if you want to, or you can do 5. We'll save the next one. He said 6. I have the text.
All right. First pin will go to. I know his kids, and he was my Eagle coach. So he's actually done a lot with me for Scouts. He is the crew advisor. He's helped me out on a lot of things. And very good friend to my dad also, and to me, Mr. Delmore. All right.
That is first one. That is first one.
Since I also knew this person for a while also. I also know his son also, but he is in college right now, all the way up in that.
It's right by there.
He's been with me since I was a Cub Scout, like Narrow Light, and whenever I crossed over, he helped me out on a lot of things, for merit badges, rank, and it actually helped me get to this point right now. Mr. Rain. Yeah, he's also
Not as much as me.
Since the first day I crossed over, this dude has helped me out a lot. He helped me tie knots, helped me learn lashings. I'm sorry that that his father has to get down from the podium again. But this one's going to Andrew Carter.
He's back there. He wouldn't miss it for the world, man. I don't know about that uniform, but
All right. So this is basically the same stuff that I've been doing, but he agonized me to get my Aero Life patch sewed on, and like after a meeting, and he also did a merit badge, but he helped me get personal management and astronomy.
astronomy.
Exploration. Also helped me learn a lot of things about scouting. Mr. Bell.
Yeah, Mr. Bell.
All right. I also know his son. He is also the pack leader of the pack 127 pack leader. He's also helped me and Noah with the first years. And he's done a lot for this troop. He's done a lot with me also. And he's also friends with my dad and Mr. Ben.
But not Mr. Chris.
Not Mr. Chris.
So I knew him whenever it was the whitewater rafting camp that we went on. He just moved here. He is a big Packers fan. He's all the way I know his son also. And he came down to actually watch the Super Bowl with us. And he is a very good friend of all of us in this group. Mr. Nurstein.
Tim's not here.
And he's not here. He's all the way up in Alaska. But,
Yep. We'll make sure he gets it.
All right.
Let's give it a applause for Tim. Anything else? All right, you can have a seat, Jake. Thank you, Jake, and thank you for those that you've recognized that have poured into you, into your scouting career, and for acknowledging those. We now invite Jake's dad, Mr. James, to share a few words. I don't know what he's saying.
Kind of sprung this when Mr. Raymond asked me if I was going to present anything or give anything out. My answer was no, I'm not giving Jake anything. No, we do have stuff for Jake back at the house, but I just want to take a few moments and thank the troop and all the leaders. You know, we moved here in 2018 and I don't get emotional. But you guys are family, right? You know, Chris, Raymond, Bill, Ben, all y'all. Steve, even Steve back there, right? He's my golfing buddy now. Even Maggie, I see you, Maggie, right? You guys are all family. Terry, Paul, all you boys, right? I enjoy coming every Monday. Sometimes, you know, it's a lot, but I enjoy teaching all you boys, right? I've seen my son become a man. You know, it's funny when growing up, I'd have to trick Jake to go on a log ride because he didn't like the hill. And, you know, there was one time I'm telling him, you know, hey, if we go on this other line, it's the same line, that way it doesn't go down the hill. And, you know, and scared to death of roller coasters, and all of a sudden we're going on a 7-hour whitewater rafting trip down, multiple class 5 rapids. And just, it happens fast. So I want to thank you all, especially Raymond. Thank you. But you guys are all family, and I can't thank anybody, enough to what you guys have done. So thank you.
I get it, James, to stand up here and to talk about those that have helped your child achieve a big thing and to take a milestone piece of it. So I absolutely get that. We're grateful for you in the troop. I remember being at Sea Base and doing scuba diving, and we had to tread water for 10 minutes after we had just swam like 200 yards. And Jake, at about 3 minutes in, says, "Nope, I'm done." And I don't know if it was because we wanted to make sure he would finish, or if because James had spent $1,400 to get him certified, but we surrounded Jake and we're like, "You're not getting out of this pool, buddy." And he treaded water for 10 minutes, and we calmed him down. It takes that type of piece to it. Jake, I'm going to step down. We'll do a quick Scoutmasters minute, and then we'll wrap this up and eat, okay? If you've been to one of these, you know what I'm about to say, but I'm a sucker for tradition, and so I'm going to stick with my Eagle Scoutmaster minute. Jake, I have a compass. You've seen this a couple of times. You've heard this a couple of times. A compass is a very useful tool, and it does certain things for you. When we think about orienteering, hiking, backpacking, it can certainly be very helpful. But what a compass cannot do is tell you where you are. But what a compass can do is get you from where you are to where you need to be, right? There will be a lot of times in your life where you are at a place and you're not sure how you got there, and you're not sure why you're there, but you know you need to move on to something else. You know you need to go to that next step. What you have learned as a scout, your scout skills there, your faith, and your trust in God. The commitment of the people around you here will be that compass to get you to that next part. Marion is true. It will always point you in the right direction. If you listen to it, you know how to use it. Congratulations, bud. Proud of you. And with that, the Court of Honor will come to we call this Court of Honor to an end. We have dinner next door. We've got some Boston butts and some other things to go with it. Jim, will you bless the meal before we step over and have a quick meal? Sure.
Yes. And we know what a joy it is to celebrate Jacob accomplishments. And we bless the food as we see. So Lord, in these I guess which are about to receive.
Thank you all for coming tonight. See you next door.